See, so for next 4 minutes, let's discuss about what we have discussed on day 1, 2, and 3. Just for your information. Okay. So day 1, comma 2. Day 1 and 2 purely we discussed about what is BPM, what is PEGA, and its use, comma architecture of these two. These are the points we discussed. So BPM is a methodology and PEGA is a software that is built based on BPM methodology to develop business process management applications. That's what we have discussed about BPM and PEGA. Any software product that is being built based on BPM methodology is called as BPM tool. Okay. And the purpose of PEGA is to develop applications and business process management applications. That is the use. And in its architecture, we have rules, rule base, process commander, and workflow. That is what we have discussed. Rules, rule base, process commander, and workflow or flow or process. You can call anything. Okay, you can call flow or process or workflow, anything you can say, no problem. Okay, this is what we have discussed on day 1 and day 2 overall. And PEGA applications doesn't need any coding, no code platform, no coding when you are developing applications with respect to user interface, business logic, and database. For any of these, no coding is needed while you are working on PEGA. Make sense? Clear? Next one. And after this, we have looked at some doubts and queries clarification on day 3. Day 3 fully I have dedicated to you to ask me any doubts or questions. I explained about certifications, who has to do what certification, what is the cost of the certification, and what certifications you have to do for your experience level or maybe based on your package, what are the job opportunities in market. All this I have clarified and sorted out almost all your queries and doubts on day 3. Okay, so by this time, everything would have been sorted out to every one of you. Those who have missed day 1, day 2, day 3, any one of these 3 days or all these 3 days, still you will be able to understand starting from today. But the strict request is you must be watching the videos of day 1, day 2, day 3, going through our provision of video links and all. Okay, as of today, and maybe for next 1 or 2 days, we will provide this video uploaded into YouTube, but not regularly. Once we finalize this batch in this week, we will start giving you separate access for the only students who have joined the training program. Clear, everyone? Next one. After doubts clarification is done, one day I was not available on Friday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday I have taken sessions last week. Friday I was not available, so that is from my side I was on leave. So no class was being conducted. Saturday, Sunday, as per the training process is Monday to Friday, right? Saturday, Sunday, no class conducted. Sometimes if I conduct on Saturday, I will tell you 1 week before itself. Usually not needed, but if I conduct, I'll tell you. Common class. So that's what has happened on all the days, day 1, 2, and 3. And today will be the first session. Okay, so even if you have missed on past 3 days, you should be able to understand today's session. Okay, for sure. What are we going to discuss about today's session? Okay, in today's session, we are going to discuss about application. Okay, types of applications and advantages. After this, we are going to discuss about operator, comma OOTB. These are the points we are going to look at understanding about generic thing and PRPC specific things. See, anything if I am going to explain you in the classes, I will always explain you this in a generalized way. Okay, generally, not only considering about PEGA, the whole IT industry as a software, as a single sector, I will explain you generally. Then I will take it into PEGA and then I will explain you within PRPs. This is what we are going to follow the process of explanation. Here you go, just hold on. That document PEGA class notes, right? So this is what we have discussed. Okay. So now first I am going to show you PRP's environment after some time. Okay. First I am going to tell you about the question, what is an application? See, you are using PEGA or Salesforce or maybe mainframes or C language, Java, Python, CPP, VB, any UI combination with database and some coding languages together, or maybe tools, some tools like this, BPM tools or CRM tools you are using in order to develop your business applications, in order to develop applications generally. What is an application? What does an application contains? Application contains functionalities, or I can say functional components. What does it contains? Functional components will be there in an application. See, an application is collection of different functional components. For example, because you will be easily able to understand, I am always mentioning this application of Amazon application. You say Amazon application for product purchase, e-commerce application is there, right? What are the different functional components that you come across in Amazon application? Just to tell me high level enough. Home screen, one functional component of user interface to display some frequently purchased products to the customers, or maybe common products to all customers, whoever is visiting the home page. Then search screen, search and search results. Search functionality is business logic. Search results is user interface. Understand? Overall search screen and results functionality. Any other functionalities? Functional components? Cart page. Cart holds the items that you have added into your bag. Okay, cart is one functionality. Checkout screen. Checkout screen itself one user interface functionality. Payment screen is another user interface functionality. Confirmation is another user interface screen. And all our user interface we are discussing. Why? You can easily understand. Search here is business logic. Cart is database. Cart, when you are adding, it will insert a record into database and it will be there permanently. Maybe after some time you may delete it if you don't want. Otherwise, you may take it after 10 days also, it will be there or not. Okay. Like this, we have different functional components that are maybe related to user interface, business logic, or database functional components. Anything. Collectively all together will be there in application. Application, without this there is no meaning, but application is like a roof. Application is like a roof. Application is collection of functionalities. Collection of functionalities. Application as a single software product inside which we have application functionalities. All these functionalities works coordinatively, one to another. You search, results you got. Search result you select and add to cart. Cart you take it to checkout. Checkout you take it to payment. Payment after confirmation. Emails, all are connected. Other than this, account creation is one functionality. Yes or no? Account modification is one functionality. Updating your details. Those are registration process. This is transaction process. That is actually a non-transaction. Yes or no? That may be step by step there. That's not the actual ultimate end user business. Account you created and you did not purchase anything. You will not get product, they will not get business. That's the main motive of the business, selling the products. That's actual real transaction model. Account creation is also one model, step by step, non-transaction generally. Okay, we'll learn all these things going forward. Okay, so like this, account creation also one functionality. There you have user interface, business logic, database, everything is there. So like this, if you are going to purchase PEGA PRPC license or Salesforce license, or you are trying with open sources anything, you will definitely be creating some software digital product that is called as application, like Phone Pay, Google Pay, Facebook, anything, Amazon, Flipkart, anything. So this application is going to provide some business process solutions to the clients. Some solutions to the clients. You are purchasing for the same reason. You are taking for the same reason software to develop digital products. The digital product is application. We are calling it as. Okay. You are being given with a business requirement. I am talking about all these things in general, irrespective of PEGA. You might be already aware of this. Some people who are already working in IT industry might be already aware of all these things, but I'll make you realize in a better way again, once again, a small realization. Okay. So now here you go. If you are being given with a requirement to develop application, okay, let's say you are being given to develop an application called to process the loans, to process loans for a bank. That's what the business only. Today bank has only loan processing. Apart from banking, core banking, loan processing is the one they are doing, nothing other than this. What you thought is you want to create one application which is going to process the loans. You created one application, all the functionalities you created there. You have given the name as bank loans, created all the functionalities of registration for bank account loans and all. You created everything. It is working fine, no issues. Okay. Tomorrow, business is entering into another sector called insurance. Now the bank wanted to process insurance policies. Bank wanted to process what? Insurance policies. So this is previously loan, right? So bank, in that we have loan. Now we have one more thing. What is that? Insurance. These are called as LOBs. LOB. LOB means line of business. One business may have different lines in which they are operating. Okay, you call stream, you may say. Okay, clear everyone? So this is called a line of business. Okay, this is a technical terminology, real-time terminology. Now, insurance application you wanted to develop. Again, you need to add all the functionalities into same banking platform, everything there. But what happens? What is the problem with this? I will tell you. See, all functionalities together in single application will be difficult to manage. I will ask you one question. In reality, for example, we have different classrooms. Okay, first standard, second standard, fifth standard also. If you are making everyone, because entire thing is a school. Let's take example of school. In school, up to fifth standard is there. If you're going to make all students sitting in one room only, is it easy to manage or difficult to manage? Difficult to manage. You need to have separate classrooms for first class, second class, third class, fourth, fifth. Tomorrow I am going to enter into sixth class. What should I do? Add sixth class also into my school. We are going to start high school. Okay, sixth standard, seventh standard and all. We will arrange separate rooms. We will attach to the existing one. Simply we will extend it by attaching. Yes or no? It will be easy to maintain, easy to manage, easy to extend also. All at one place means difficult to manage, right? Generally I am saying. Same way, you should not have everything in one single application. That's not the best way to create an application structure. Application also will have a structure. Application also will have a proper structural design. See, your application structural design should have to exactly resemble the reality, real world. Any digital product you are creating for your business, you create it after your business is really set up. Without real business, are you going to do this? First, I started my institute, then only I went for a website. First, I do not go for the website. Even if I am going for the website parallelly, I should know the physical structure of my business, right? Yes or no? Physically, how your business is established, same will be copy pasted digitally. Your digital product, if it is not matching your physical structure, is there any meaning? Is there any meaning if your digital product is not matching your physical structure? There is no. It should exactly match the physical structure. There is a bank, 5 departments are there. There should be an application with 5 different departments being mentioned here as different software components. Yes or no? Then only it is the right way of digitalizing your business. Otherwise, it is wrong. Now, see, application structure is the one which we are going to discuss about. What is that? Application structure. So far, everyone clear, online students? Are you clear so far? Every one of you. So far, everyone clear?
Yes, Harsha.
Respond on the chatting window. Okay. I just told you about application is collection of functionalities. That's it. Okay. Now, application structure. Application may exist in 2 different structures. Not mandatory, but as a best practice. Not mandatory in the sense, Only one structure you take and proceed forward, your business will run, but there will be some problems in managing and maintenance and extending. Now you see, one is framework application. What is that? Framework application. Second one is implementation application. What is the second one? Implementation application. Okay. See, framework application, implementation application, I told. See, if you are being given a requirement to start creating a digital product for your business as an application, it is a best practice to create minimum 2 applications. Minimum how many? 2 applications. I'll tell you what are those. Those are, one is framework application, another one is implementation application. This structure, if you follow, advantages you will be learning soon. But what application contains what type of functionalities? I'll tell you. Framework application contains the common, or you may say generic functionalities, functional components that are needed across entire business, our entire business. The whole bank is one business, yes or no? In bank, you have so many LOBs. You have banking, you have loans, you have insurance, so many. Let's say you are only insurance company, LIC insurance company. Your whole business is insurance. In that you have life insurance, health insurance, auto insurance, maybe home insurance, even many more. Okay. So common functionalities across entire business are needed to be placed in, created in framework application. You created 2 applications. How many you created? Two. One is framework, another one is implementation you created. I will draw a diagram and show you. Simple diagram. Okay. Simply I created here. What application I created? Framework application. Framework application. This is what I created here. So my framework application, what does it contains? Generic or common functionalities across entire business model, enterprise level speaking. On top of it, what do I have? This is how you will create. When you are creating, you will connect to each other. On top of it, I am writing like a stack. ఏమైంది? ల్యాప్టాపా ఫోనా? ల్యాప్టాప్కి ఛార్జింగ్తో పని లేదు, ఆ స్విచ్ పనిచేసిద్దండి, తర్వాత పెట్టుకుందరులే. అసలు మీ ల్యాప్టాప్ ఓపెన్ అవ్వాల్సిన పని లేదు ఇప్పుడు క్లాస్ వినడానికి. ఓకే, నో ప్రాబ్లం. See here, I'm sorry. So here you go now. See here, implementation application. What is that? Implementation application. What does this contain? I'll tell you and I'll explain you. Specific functionalities. What is that? Specific functionalities. Only specific functionalities will be there. I'll tell you the meaning. See, I am going to set up, because we are going to work on insurance product, I'll tell you insurance application. We are going to set up one insurance business application. Entire insurance is a framework now. What is that? Entire insurance is a framework. In that, we may have different implementations like home insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, like this. Let's say home and auto, 2 insurances are there. Otherwise, health and auto, 2 insurances. Any 2 are there today, initial setup. So I will be creating 3 applications. How many I am going to create? 3. One is core framework application. On top of it, 2 I will be creating. What are those? Home or health, and another one is auto. Like this I will be creating. Now this is the initial setup you have done. This is how your real business is there. You are now being given with so many requirements. Create this screen, create this business logic, create, save in the database, and all so many things. You need to know the business first. In the reality, what is my business? Once you understand the business based on the requirement, you will be able to understand whether this is a generic functional component or a specific functional component. Now itself I will tell you. So I will open a document now. Theory documents. Application, types of application. See, I will explain you in detail. This is very much needed actually. This one we have already discussed during demo. UI to business logic to database. That's okay. See, you have two applications: vehicle insurance, health insurance, on top of core insurance application. Without showing the next diagram, I'll ask you. You are being given with a requirement to collect the customer basic details. If you're going to apply for insurance, just you need to provide your details. What is your first name? I have some problem, that's why I'll stop this. Okay, what is your last name? What is your email ID, phone number, ID card number, and what is your maybe address details? Okay, this screen you have to create. A person who is applying for insurance, whether home insurance, whether auto insurance, whether any other insurance, all different insurance types, any type if you are applying, you definitely need to submit your basic details, yes or no? Yes or no? Then it is generic or specific? Generic. Common function. Screen should be created in framework application. What is the advantage? If you make a functional component created in framework application, which will be commonly accessible into both implementations without recreating two times. I'll tell you simple example. We have a double bedroom flat. In bedroom 1, I placed one TV. Then if I want in bedroom 2 also, I need to place another TV. Two TVs I have to buy, right? Two times I am replicating same thing. Instead of that, one TV, if I am going to commonly install in hall, then that can be commonly accessed. Yes or no? Same concept. No need to do the same work again and again. No need to do investment twice. No need to purchase it two times. Two TVs are not required. One TV is enough. Okay. So the same way, if you are creating functional components in the framework application, then it will be commonly accessible to all implementations. No need to recreate again and again. Tomorrow, I am going to add one more LOB, one more implementation. Health vehicle are there. Home insurance I am adding. Do I need to create again customer details screen? No. No. I have it already in the framework. I will access directly. See, while listening, it may be very simple, clear, and easy to understand. When you are practically applying, you will get a doubt where to create. That will be difficult actually. I am not simply teaching all this, though these are very simple to know about. Practically, while you are doing, the thought process should immediately work. Okay. Now here you go. Like this, see, customer form, address details, separate form, email notification. If I want to send email notification to a customer, email notification is a common functional component, yes or no? See, content may change. Content I will supply at runtime. Integrating your application with the email account. Anywhere, wherever you do, same business logic. So this is also a common one. See, that's the reason why in PEGA also you have send email notification. I was showing from beginning. Yes or no? Send email notification is a common functionality already provided within PRPC system. Now we will just go back few things. Application contains functionalities. Yes or no? Already PEGA has some functional component ready made available. That means PEGA platform, can I say one application with functionalities? Yes or no? Yes or no? PEGA platform that you are purchasing is also one application which contains ready-made functionalities. If application contains functionalities is true, this is true, yes or no? I am going to log into PEGA environment. When I log in, I think you know default credentials, yes or no? You know, right? What are the default credentials? Administrator@pega.com, password, install. All of you should have done with your installation process by this time. If anyone not at least finish today, tomorrow onwards your practical will start, no doubt. Okay, finish your installation today. We have given enough time. See, when I log into PEGA, it has landed me into one application. What is the name of the application? PEGA platform. Name also matching, PEGA platform. I shown you, right? Send email notification functionality is there inside PEGA platform application. Can I make use of send email notification functionality into my development? Yes or no? Yes. I am creating my own business application. I wanted to create email integration. Why I purchased a license from PEGA Systems? The reason is to not write my own code, and also to use ready-made functionalities. So the quick development will happen. This is what we discussed on day 3 or day 2. Yes or no? Already send email notification functionality PEGA provided. Why should I create again? I will use it directly. Okay. I am using it directly from PEGA platform application into my application. Does it mean my application should be created on top of PEGA platform application, like how what we have discussed about framework and implementation? Then this is business framework. What is this one? Our business
Business
framework.
framework.
PEGA platform contains functionalities, ready-made functionalities. That means PEGA platform is also one application. That means PEGA platform is also one application. Correct? I'm muting. Please, background noise and don't unmute. PEGA platform is one application. We come to that conclusion. PEGA platform contains some functionalities which can be commonly used into any application that you are trying to develop. Which means that can I consider PEGA platform application is a framework application? Yes or no? That is called as enterprise framework application. What is that? PEGA platform is an enterprise framework application. PEGA platform provided is an enterprise framework application by name PEGA platform only. PEGA platform is also one framework application with ready-made functionalities provided available. You should not be looking at it as only simple tool. Understand clear everyone? On top of which I will be creating my own business framework. I will place common functionalities related to my business framework which are not available in PEGA platform. Already there in PEGA platform. Why you need to create again? No need. On top of my own application business framework, I will create my implementations, one or more. Yes or no? From this structure, you can understand one thing. How many frameworks we can have in an application? Is it only one or more? One or more possible. How many implementations we may have? How many implementations we may have? N number. N number can be there. Framework 1, on top of it framework 2, on top of it framework 3, on top of it framework 4. Possible. It depends on the how large is your business. You take Reliance Industries, you take Alphabet company, YouTube like that. I mean like Google. They will have so many business frameworks. They will have so many business implementations on top of one big enterprise framework. Okay, it's not like so simple to design the business architecture when it is expanding. Okay, that's why we need to go with proper design like this. What is the advantage of going like this? Why should I create framework 1, 2, 3, implementation 1, 2, 3? You are properly structuring your business to easily maintain while you are extending. Today, okay, only simple small business. When it is expanded large, you will not know what is there in your business. Okay, mind will be off. So that time also you want to easily identify. Proper structural design should be there. You have to extend it slowly, one by one, one by one, one by one, in a proper order. Proper connective mechanism should be there. Understand clear? ఎవరో ఒక అతను వచ్చాడు, దేనికి అడగండి ఒకసారి. ఇప్పుడు 9 o'clock బ్యాచ్ అయితే లోపలికి రమ్మనండి. జస్ట్ వెళ్ళి ఒకసారి అడిగేసిరండి. డెవాప్స్ అయితే 2వ నెంబర్ రూమ్లోకి వెళ్ళమనండి. ఓకే, సో ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ బెస్ట్ ప్రాక్టీస్ suggested by software development guidelines, not by PEGA alone. Software development using any technology to be done in the same way. That's the best practice. To have your business being set up, business applications are being set up as framework plus implementation applications. Framework plus what? Implementation applications. Common functionalities you create in framework application. Specific functionalities you create in implementation application. Coming to implementation application now. I am giving you one requirement with respect to this diagram. Create a screen to capture the details of a vehicle that you are trying to insure. Where do you create? Implementation 1 or 2 or framework? Implementation 1. Why in the implementation? Why not in framework? Because that is related only to vehicle. Do I need vehicle details while health insurance processing? I should not place in the common place. I should place in the specific application, that is vehicle insurance. Make sense clear everyone? Next one. Next you see. What is the next one? I am asking you to collect the Details of health related information of a customer. What are the chronic diseases that customer has? Okay, what are the frequent disease history that customer has? What is his BMI index value? Like this, some details related to health. Where do you create? Implementation or framework?
Implementation.
Implementation too here, because it is specific to implementation. How do you know whether it is specific or generic? Only when you know the business. You are a developer, you are learning a technology, but your knowledge should not be limited only to understanding about technicals. You should understand about the business. Whoever has the knowledge about business plus technical, they will be leading the projects. You are only technical developer, no use, man. You are only a business person, there may be use. A technical developer should also have the business knowledge for sure. Without that, though you are technically gem, there is no use. You are technically gem, I have given you requirement, you did not understand, is there any use? You are a business person, you can at least hire a technical person and give KT and you can get your work done. Technical person should have both business as well as technical knowledge. Keep this in mind. Okay, you are creating specific functionalities in implementations, common functionalities in framework, and you are structuring like framework plus implementation, enterprise framework, business framework, implementations, one or more. What is the advantage? What are the advantages of creating like this? I'm asking you now. Just one I told you already. What are the advantages?
Reuse of
Understandable is
functional.
easily meaning that easy to maintain. Yes or no? That's what, right? Easy to maintain. So maintenance is going to be easy. Easy to maintain means you will easily understand, right? Easily understand, easy to maintain. If it is easy to maintain and understandable, easy to extend or not? Tomorrow I want to extend. When I am adding new LOB, so you are being asked to
Yes.
add one new LOB. Here as of now, what do you have? Vehicle and health. Life insurance you want to add. Okay. During life insurance, you need customer form, address form. Do you have to create again from the scratch? No need. So time also being saved as or no. So easy to extend your application. This is the main point. Okay. Easy to maintain, easy to extend, redundancy. No need to, redundancy means no need to create the functionalities, duplicate functionalities. Create the duplicate functionalities. No need to create the duplicate function. Redundancy of work is not needed. You created customer details form once and placed in framework. Any LOBs you add, no need to create again and again. Only once you create and make use of it commonly. Apart from these three, I will tell you one more advantage. Just listen to me carefully. So far, everyone clear? Online students. Everyone clear so far? Everyone should
Yes, Harsha.
respond on the chat window. Yeah, thank you very much.
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so you said functionality, right? So whether each screen is a functionality or each
See,
individual.
when I say functionality, that may be one screen, that may be one business logic, that may be one database related queries related stuff. All together may be one functional component. Anything. Okay. Clear everyone? Search screen itself is UI functionality. Search process is one business logic functionality. Searching database table is one functional component on which you are searching for. Okay. All together is one functional component of search. Okay. It can be anything. Clear?
Yes, Harsha, thank you.
Okay. Now you see. I will tell you one example in reality. Just let's go back to 1990s, early 1990s, where we have bank accounts digitalized and we have credit card started. Let's say, for example, credit card started early 1990s or maybe 2000. I don't exactly remember. Starting of the credit cards. See, we wanted to come up with a new business. Financial institutions have decided that we want to come up with a new business. We give money to the customer, credit them, let them purchase and pay us on EMIs. Okay, this we want to digitalize. We need a platform to be created, application to be created, which is going to issue credit cards to the customers. It should have the abilities to collect the data from the customer, validate the customer data and check the customer background history and all, verify approval you provide, and finally based on customers parameters and all, provide the limit to the, decide the limit to the customer, finalize the creation of credit card account, activate the account, provide the card. This is what one application needed for all this, yes or no? Very earlier stages. There are multiple banks, they started developing this application. Let's say, for example, one bank is there who are really having good technical team and functional team to drive all this. Everyone started, they have done little bit 10%. This bank has completed developing the application. Credit card application is ready. They are now into market. Okay, still other banks needs 8 more months or 1 more year to do this. Okay, now when developing this credit card issuance application, they created it like framework application plus implementation application. Here I will ask you one question. This credit card issuing application, is it more or less same for all banks or different for each of the bank?
Generic for
I'm
all
asking,
banks.
more or less same for all banks or entirely different for each bank? More or less same.
More or less
75%
same.
will consider. 75% will be same. 25% maybe UI logos and other things, offer related stuff, calculations related stuff may change. 25% different. 75% common across all the business sector. Correct? That 75% common functionalities into credit card framework. On top of it, one more application attached. Implementation created the common functionality related to bank one who has developed this. They are running the business. Now, bank one not only entering into the market at the earliest, also has another advantage. See, you need to understand one thing called situation layer cake. That's what technically they call situation layer cake. You know about cake? Let's consider the slices of bread. Multiple. One framework, one. Can I take the framework separately, implementation separately, divide or combine? Possible or not possible? Two slices you can take separately. When you even take it separately, it has its own taste. Yes or no? So framework application, you need to understand and look at it as one separate one separate product attached with another product called implementation, together working as one business processing. If you take separately also, you can take it, but may not be achieving entire business processing, but you can take separately generally. Framework as a product, I will take it out, I will make a copy of my framework product I created. One copy I made. Okay, I have announced in the market saying that the financial institutes who are in process of developing the credit card application, we already have a framework product with us. Purchase it from us. What is the advantage to you? Purchase from us. You don't need to wait for 8 more months further. Just to 25% on top of it, we will give you, you make changes. The 25 also will give you, make changes according to your need. Purchase our framework product, on top of it, build your own implementation. We will guide you and help you how to achieve this. Within 3 months, you can come into the market. This is what we told. So people started buying. What is the advantage for me? Apart from all these three, the business is making the money out of it. Yes or no? I sold it for 10 clients. I got my investment back. I got my application free of cost. And 1 year license I sold. Next day will come for next subscription. I'll charge them again. So this is the lifetime revenue. This is why you have frameworks being developed in the market using so many technologies. So that another advantage is, what is that? Economic benefit. Economic benefit, you can make money out of it. Simply speaking, make money by selling the framework product. Understand everyone clear? Online students. Situation layer cake, in the sense, the application that we are creating is going to have enterprise framework, business framework, one or more implementations like this. This is called as situation layer cake. Clear everyone? That's a one technical term. Okay. Everyone clear online resources? So I explained you about what is an application. I explained you about what are the different structures of application or types of application, framework and implementation. I told you about the advantages of creating framework application implementation, what type of functionalities are going to be in framework, what type of functionalities are going to be in the implementation. All this you have got a clear idea about. Okay, clear everyone? So before we go into some other concepts, I will explain about PRP's environment little bit. See, all of you are students here. All of you have a name, correct? Can I identify each student uniquely by your name? Is it possible in an academy to identify each student uniquely by name alone? Not possible. Name is for your display purpose. So that by using what I can identify you? By
ID.
roll number or student ID. If I assign you a roll number, that will be unique. Yes or no? So every student of you will be getting anyhow your student ID is going forward. Every student is going to have a name plus ID. Yes or no? Which one is priority? Which one is useful for a business to identify in the business system? ID is the key one, right? Same way, anything that you are creating in PRPC, it will have a label, display name, and an ID. Label and ID. Label is for what purpose? Display. PEGA platform is application name, right? Display name. Anything in PEGA, if you want to know about its details, go to definition. Definition means its details. Your definition means your details. Okay, definition. You will find ID. What is that you will find? ID. What do you see in the ID highlighted? PEGA rules. Actually, I told you, right? PEGA application contains OOTB function, predefined functionalities. That actual application name is PEGA platform is display name. Actual name is what? PEGA rules. Actual name is what? PEGA rules. Okay, ID plus name will be there for everything. Label is for display purpose. Name is, name or label is for display purpose. ID is the main one. Can I have spaces between ID? In your ID, can I have spaces? Roll number? No. Name? Okay. Display should be meaningful. ID should be anything which system can understand. Just for your information. Now, see, we are trying to log into PEGA to access its functional components. Yes or no? Where would you log in? Generally, we log into application only. That's why I call PEGA as an application. And
Hi,
PEGA
Harsha.
is especially a framework application. Yes, please.
Yeah, can you please relate, since you are showing it on the platform, can you relate that of the solution layer cake with respect to that of the application? Like,
Whatever the name you give,
yes,
see
please.
solution situation layer kit. Where is it diagram? Did I close it or what? Paint. Here it is. See, this has a name, enterprise. This is PEGA platform, right? Its name is what? PEGA platform. And what is its actual name? PEGA rules. That's the actual name. Display name is PEGA platform. What is its display name? For example, LIC, insurance.
No, 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 no.
Two.
I'm not saying that you mentioned any other name. I'm saying since you are showing that the tool itself, can you
No, no,
relate
I
to?
will show you that. I will compare it with while we are creating application. As
Okay.
of now, we have only PEGA platform, right? Bottom level only we have. Did we create these two? We will be
So
creating practically once
where
we do,
does
I'll show you.
this? No, I'm saying where does this Pega, the application which you were just showing,
That's
where
what.
does that lay? Does it lay on
That's
the
the that's the
enterprise
foundation.
level?
That's the base. That's the base. PEGA platform
Base
is
of which?
enterprise. PEGA platform is what? Enterprise. Here. Clear? Enterprise is PEGA platform. If
So
I
it
log
can
in
be any
using
name.
anything else,
Any name means, if for example, I'm working in some
not any name.
ABC
Enterprise
application.
is PEGA platform only.
Yeah,
PEGA
now I got that.
platform itself is an application with name PEGA rules, actual ID. That is what? Enterprise layer. Clear? On top of it, I will create, right? That can be any name.
Yeah, now
That
that
can be
is my
any name.
question actually,
Yeah.
Harsha. So
I will show you
the
that
tool which you're showing
while
me
we are
right
talking.
now,
Yes.
the tool which you're showing me right now, Pega Dev Studio, is the enterprise layer, right?
Correct. Correct.
Okay,
Yes.
now the application can be anything. It can be ABC, it can be XYZ,
Anything. Yes. Yes.
anything. Does
It can
that
be anything.
also fall? Does that also fall in enterprise layer, or it falls in some other layer?
No, second level. Where is it? The second level. That's a business framework.
Okay,
Business
so
framework
that's my
1.
question.
Business framework 2. Maybe. Implementation 1. Implementation 2. Implementation 3. Anything. Okay.
Yeah.
See,
Okay.
That's what I will tell you. I will show you the diagram once again. I will compare our applications, the players and all once again. See here. See, PEGA platform is the one. When I log into PRPC, it has loaded PEGA platform. So PEGA platform is one framework application which has ready-made functionalities or predefined functionalities. Some there is one terminology to be followed in PEGA. OOTB, out of the box. What is it? Meaning that out of the box, meaning that built-in or predefined, or you may say ready-made. Anything is okay. But as a PEGA developer, what you'll use? OOTB, out of the box. If I say OOTB functional component, what does it mean? It is already provided with PRPC software product. Okay, this technical terminology you need to start from today onwards use. What is the PEGA's OOTB application? PEGA platform. PEGA platform or PEGA rules is OOTB application provided by PRPC which contains OOTB functionalities. Which contains OOTB functionalities. On top of PEGA platform, we are going to create our own business framework. That we will be doing tomorrow. That will be doing when? Tomorrow. Next, see here. See, I logged into PRPC. So in order to log in, you need a username and password, right? Username and password. This is generic terminology. Username and password is universal terminology. Password is password anywhere. For username, there is a specific terminology in PEGA called as operator ID. What is it called as? I'm just trying to give you some technical words. Operator ID. Simply speaking, what is an operator ID? The login ID we use to log into PRPC to access its applications. That's it. Operator ID is the login ID we use to log in into PRPC to access its applications. See, technically, if you ask me the definition, operator ID is an instance of class data admin operator ID which gets stored into PR underscore operators which will have an access group connected and which will be giving access to the application portal and access roles. You will not be able to understand today. Today itself, if I tell you this type of definitions, you'll not be able to understand. So we will slowly get into the technical. It will take time, but whether overall you understand its concept or not, that's most important. The first priority. Second priority is learn it technically. First in the reality, you understand, then you go to the technology. Reality is the first thing, technology is the second thing. Those who knows about the real world, they can easily work on any technology by providing best business solutions. Without knowing the real world, it is impossible to provide business solutions even though you are a technically good person. Technical people are leading the market or business people are leading the market? Who are leading the market? Why business people? They know the business. They know how to make it. You are technically good doesn't mean you will be number one. You are business wise, you are good. Technical plus business, if you are really excellent, means you can drive the quality of business development. Technical development, you can drive the quality of business development. Both can be done in a quality way. That's a gift actually. Okay. So we need both actually. Okay, so operator ID is the login ID which we use to log into PRPC. Default credentials to log into PEGA: administrator at the rate pega.com, password is install all lowercase. Everyone clear? That's it for now. We have 10 more minutes. You can ask me any doubts or any questions that you may have.
Harsha, I have one question, Harsha.
Just hold on a minute. Just hold on a minute. I'll come back to you. Just a minute, please. Okay, so they're not picking. So what is your question? Please go ahead. What is your question or doubt?
Yes, Harsha, can you open the note that you were working on? I would like to refer to that once.
Notepad or document?
Yeah. Document.
Or
That
document
you
or
are writing.
notepad?
Notepad, notepad. So
Okay.
in the advantages, third point, you have stated no need to create the duplicate functionalities. So I understand under the framework application, the generic or the common functionalities would not be, we would not able, I mean, we would not be creating any duplicate ones. But under implementation application, for specific functionalities, I mean, would there be a necessity to create duplicate functionalities, or I mean, if there is a specific
See, I
functionality
mean to say
missing?
like duplicate functionality means, see, duplicate functionality means, I told you one example also. If you are going to place your TV in a hall, instead of two different bedrooms purchasing it twice, see, if you create it in framework, what happens, accessibility will be for all implementations. One time you created, you are accessing into implementation 1, implementation 2 you are displaying, implementation 3 you are displaying, same place you are accessing from same place. Suppose if you place in implementation 1, it will not be visible to implementation 2. This is actually inheritance concept, I'll tell you. See, simple. A father has some money. He can distribute it to first child, second child. Both can access, right? Whatever the property is there with father, both can access. Child 1, it is there. Legally, is it okay to give it to child 2? No, right? It cannot be accessed by between siblings. Accessibility is not visible. Okay, sibling 1 property, his own. Sibling 2 own. But father property, common to both of them. Same way, framework application, anything is there, commonly accessible to every implementation. No need to create again and again. If you create one functional component in implementation 1, same if you want in implementation 2, you need to recreate again, or else better you place it in framework. Commonly, because you are accessing, why you need to create two places? Redundantly you are doing it. Instead of that, place it on one single application called framework. Clear, everyone? Is that clear?
Yes, yes, yes. And
Well, I have a doubt.
um,
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, you just said that you have to create one common framework for multiple implementation application, right?
Yes.
So if suppose you have a different, suppose like you said, customer form, address form, and generic email structure, but we need a
Hmm.
different one. Should we directly add it to implementation, or should we make the changes in the
See,
framework first?
See, I'll tell you one more thing as he's asking. This address form has 5 fields. We need 6 fields here, we need 7 fields here. For example, I do not want to get into too technical. 5 fields address form you create here. Copy this form here, make changes to add one more. Copy the same form here, make changes here to add two more. 7 fields you want here, but you don't need 7 here, you need 7 here, but commonly 5 are there. 5 fields form you create here, copy here, and then make changes by adding 6 and 7 here. When you transaction initiate here, 6 fields will be displayed. When you initiate here, 7 will be displayed. 5 are commonly taken from one place. Okay, understand? Okay, that is possible actually.
Okay.
Harsha, I have one question. Like,
Yes.
why do we need like multiple framework classes in the same application? I mean, multiple
See,
framework
why
applications in the same
multiple
application.
frameworks in the same application? See, having only one framework or having multiple frameworks depends on your business scalability. See, extent of business, what you have, large business, so many frameworks. See, entire banking system, I mean, like entire HDFC Bank will be one framework. Entire HDFC Bank. HDFC Bank Asia is one framework. HDFC Bank Europe is second framework. HDFC Bank Americas is third framework. On top of each framework again, you have again frameworks. HDFC Bank India, HDFC Bank Russia, HDFC Bank other South, I mean like Asia related countries like that. And number of it depends on your structure. That's why I told you. How do you know about all these things? It's not something you are learning and remembering. You know the structure of your business. Based on that, you design here. That's it. Okay, exactly the same. Okay, that's
I
what.
have one doubt. Yeah.
Yes.
So actually, if we get a common functionality in the future from business, can we create the functionality in framework at any time?
At any time you can come. See, at any time you can access to create in framework, not at the beginning. Can you identify everything at the beginning? It is not possible in any business, right? And tomorrow you need some functionality which has become common. Remove at all implementation, place it in framework. Anytime you can access. Generally, if you join a project, framework team called as COE team, Center of Excellence. They will be working on. You are a team of 20 members, 5 framework team, 5 implementation, 5 implementation 2, 5 implementation 3. Okay, any requirement that is being given to you, if it is common, pass the requirement to COE. They will be doing it. Some companies COE team is not separate. You may be working on both framework as well as implementation, but if you need a proper developers, proper level of developers, you can consider to have COE team and normal developers team. Okay. See, why you have a structure of team lead, manager, employees, I mean like senior employees and junior employees, and then this one, what is the trainee employees? Yeah, all can have only one single platform, right? Single. Why you need to divide like this? Easy to maintain, easy to manage, easy to extend, and everything. See, anywhere, wherever you go in this world, a structural design is must for everything. Structural design is must. Okay. Next,
Harsha, I have a
So like,
anytime we can modify any structure. Yes, please.
Hi,
There
sir.
is background. The song is
Yeah,
coming. Please make it fast.
yeah. I have a question.
Yes.
Can we create the implementation application
అమ్మా
with a
అన్నయ్య
framework?
ఏడి అన్నయ్య మరి వెళ్దాం అన్నాడు
Please. If
ఏడి
you're talking to others, please be on mute. I am muting everyone. Kindly, only this person who is asking unmute. Yes, the person who is trying to ask a question, unmute and ask me now.
Yeah, thank you. Can we create implementation application with a framework application?
Yes, possible. Is it mandatory? Did I tell you mandatory? It's a best practice to follow. Worldwide, everyone will be following the same. You create
Okay.
implementation application without framework. What is the disadvantage? Expansion. Perfect. Expanding your business will be difficult. See, you have a framework, expanding will be easy. Only implementation today you create. How do you create another implementation tomorrow? Again, do it from the scratch. Is that okay? Good. It's not good. See, you need to have the future forecast. If you're designing or developing or setting up a business, think about the future, not only today. Think about future, considering that setup now. That's very important for any business in the real world. Okay, you may not be able to guess everything. It is impossible. Up to some extent, you can understand, right? Considering the past, you design the future. It may work like this, and accordingly, you'll proceed now. Next.
I got
Harsha,
it.
I have a question
Thank
in
you.
out of box concept. So out of box, that means it has a predefined functions or predefined
Functionalities, functional
function.
components here in PEGA called as rules. What are those? Every functional component is called as a rule. Instead of that, I'll tell you, no worries. Okay. We call everything in PEGA as a rule, UI rule, business logic rule, database related stuff rule. Everything in PEGA is a rule.
Because the naming
OTB
has
rules.
because the
Come
naming
again,
itself
naming.
has an out of box, so we thought it's out of Pega scope. So
Tell me that. Why? When something is inside PRPC already provided, why they are calling it is out of the box? You don't need to tell me by your guess. Go to someone, your referrals, whoever has referred you, who is already working on PEGA, maybe since past 3-4 years. Ask them. PEGA has some predefined components. Why they are not calling it as inside box when it is there inside PEGA? Why they are calling it as outside of PEGA, out of the box? Tell me tomorrow. Okay.
So PEGA rule
I have a doubt.
database is equal to the enterprise framework application.
Yes, PEGA rules process commander platform is equal to enterprise framework application.
Thank you.
So I
Can
have
we
a
modify enterprise applications?
Anything you can modify, you are allowed to modify. Okay, anything that is available, you are allowed to modify as per the provided guidelines and all. For that, no coding. Again, modification is form-based programming model. No coding. Modification
No,
also.
no, I'm asking like we
Coding
can modify
modification.
the functions that are provided by the PEGA.
That's what. Anything. I'm saying anything. Functions, UI, anything can be modified. If it is coding related, you don't modify. Raise an SR to PEGA as per your requirement. Ask them whether it is already available somewhere. Will you be able to find out everything that is there in PEGA? No, right? In a system, you don't know everything. In a computer, do you know everything? I know operating system. I know how to set the RAM. I know how to change the hard disk and all. Do I know about how to modify the processor inside? Any repairing and all? I have to go for a technical person who has built this, correct? Same way,
Yes.
something component built coded by PEGA, any change you need, ask them first whether it is there somewhere else, maybe you did not identify. Not available, raise an SR, they will give you. You should never do coding in PEGA, remember that. That will disturb entire BRBC system. In your application, at one place error, entire application will be gone. Sometimes SR no, one place you are making error code by yourself within PRPC is one application that will get disturbed. Don't do it. Go ahead, some other person.
Thank you.
Yeah, I have one query. So now,
Yes,
for creating
Hello.
the implementation application,
one by one. Yes,
yeah, to create implementation application in the common framework, you need two different accounts or just one account to uh, continue with the
see, generally
implementation
you think
application.
about it. Generally 10 applications with single login, is it possible or not possible? I have Gmail application, I have YouTube application, I have Google Drive application, same login you are using, different logins. It's not mandatory to have different logins. One login, one user account can have different applications access. Switch between the applications. You log into Gmail, top right 9 dots are there, click on that, click on YouTube, switch to YouTube. Within YouTube, click on top, switch account. You will account, you'll switch the YouTube channel account, correct? So
Yes.
one login, multiple applications is possible. Multiple applications, multiple logins is obviously possible. Okay, first we will learn it like this: multiple applications, multiple login. Later we will combine this. Okay. Another
Sure.
person was trying to ask while you were asking. Who was that?
Yeah, sir, this is question.
Yes, go ahead.
Hello.
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
sir, my doubt is after creating one framework application, sir, will there be any possible after creating framework application again application?
Possibility to change it to implementation? Is that what you are asking?
Yeah, already we can give a implementation application
Already we created framework
create.
application. Can we turn this
Yeah,
framework into implementation in future? Yes or no? Is that what your question?
yeah, yes, yes,
No,
yes.
not possible. In PEGA, it is not possible. See, that's why
Okay,
your foundation should be robust. Strong
okay,
foundation should not be changed further. Okay.
okay.
Framework type
Hmm.
you chosen, no way to change
Okay,
implementation. Implementation type you chosen, no way to
okay,
change it to framework. So make sure that you are going to see these things will be done by tech leads, not by us. Tech leads will be doing
okay.
all things at the initial stages, sitting along with business people. Okay.
Okay.
No problem. When you create, you can just uninstall it and install again at the initial stages, not a big deal. But they will come up
Okay.
with a strong, perfect design. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Next,
Again, I have one more doubt.
go ahead.
Yeah, is there any limit for creating framework applications in PEGA platform?
No limit. There is no limit for having these many frameworks, these many implementation. Unlimited. But how many will have it for a business? Maximum. If you join enterprise application, PEGA platform, on top of it, you may find maximum of 2. Worst case, you will find 3 frameworks. Worst case. Business framework 1, business framework 2, 95% of you are getting project. Third framework you will be getting pretty rare. One framework you will be getting multiple people. Okay. So it is possible, but applications will not be such large and all. Generally implementations may be 5 or 6, that is possible. Okay.
Uh, Harsha, what is the difference between PEGA frameworks and normal frameworks?
Normal frameworks in the sense,
Now you told the framework, no, so generic and components we are creating.
this
We
one,
are
right?
using the
There is no
tools.
difference. PEGA framework is provided by PEGA along with the tool, contains ODB functionalities. Our framework is containing our business related common components. Both are frameworks only.
Okay.
Okay. As I told you, after 10 o'clock I will wait for 15 more minutes. I am waiting generally, but it is not mandatory for a person to stay back after 10. After 10 I will close the class. If you wanted to stay back, if you have any doubts, you can stay back for 15 minutes. Otherwise we can wind up generally. Yes, please.
Asha, sorry, just to reconfirm, you told na, so for implementation to framework and framework to implementation, it's not possible, right? Once we have implemented.
I did not come to that point so far. Accessibility and all, I'll tell you after inheritance, reverse accessing and all, I'll tell you later. Okay. I did not yet cover. I just told only one direction. Framework, anything is there, access into implementation. Reverse, I did not discuss. I'll tell you later. Once I tell you inheritance concept, it will be more clear. Okay. So tomorrow we will discuss about object-oriented programming concepts. See, many of you may feel like, I already learned Java. You know, I'm a technical guy in Java. I know everything. Tomorrow itself, I'll prove you do not understand object-oriented programming concepts in reality. Okay, that's why I'm saying this. I'm not saying this. I am the only person who knows everything. You need to understand anything in a perfect way in the real business world. That's my point of saying this. If you know really already, you know about abstract class, concrete class, inheritance and all. If you feel like you already know about it, you know only definitions. I bet on it. You don't know the reality. I will show you how you have to understand the concepts of inheritance, how you have to understand the concept of types of classes, all that class and types of classes in reality. I'll show you tomorrow. And I will ask you one question while I was explaining these things, which you already know, many people, object-oriented, abstract and concrete classes. That time, based on that question, you will understand whether you have learned the subject in this way or not in the past. Is that necessary or not? You will understand only that time. At this point of time now, you may feel like, I already know inheritance, why should I listen? I already know classic, anywhere wherever I go same concepts. You may feel like this, but you realize to you are going to realize about, okay, I have missed learning this in this specific approach, which is the ultimate one for sure. Okay, so that we will see tomorrow. Don't miss the classes for any reason. There are few resources who did not attend today. I think that was because of yesterday's rain was yesterday night, not today morning. And that too, your class is not 7 o'clock, your class is 9 o'clock. At least if you wake up late at 7 o'clock, it is possible to travel here by 9. But many people have missed only one reason. Already videos are there. But remember one thing, if you are able to finish your session by 1 hour, by video you will be able to finish it by 2 hours. Within 1 hour you cannot finish your video. That is impossible. 1 hour session you will be able to do it for sure. Okay, with a lot of interest, and you will understand everything, the clarifications. But video, 1 hour video will take 1.5 hours to 2 hours. Okay, never depend on videos. I told you video is not at all required for us if you are there in the class. If you did not attend the class at all, then only video. Because video is there, you should not ignore to attend the sessions. It is not at all possible for you to attend the session on that day. Okay, on an urgency. For a simple reason that you are not able to wake up in the morning. There is a rain already. Okay, yesterday night rain, today morning I cannot wake up. This type of reasons, people will not be able to be successful. Okay, there's a lot of dedication needed for a person to be number one in the life. Okay, you may not be number one, at least you will be just spending or living a decent life. Okay, so for that, at least one should have a proper discipline. That is very, very important. Okay, so anyhow, we will continue tomorrow. I will be sharing this video and I will be sharing these documents and all in the Google Classroom. I will be adding just in 5 minutes. It will be there. Video will be there after some time.
Sure, one last
Documents within 2 minutes. Yes, please. One more question. Go ahead.
Yeah.
That question I'll wind up. I'll take another questions tomorrow. Yes, please.
Thank you. So frameworks we can't alter, right? So we can't alter or modify anything. We can't change it.
I mean, like type of the application you cannot change. I did not say that framework application you created with 10 functionalities, you cannot add 11th functionality, 12th functionality. I did not say that. Anything you can add inside and remove and all. Type you selected it as framework type, can never alter. Okay,
Harsha, last question, if you are okay. So,
go ahead. One
yeah,
last question.
yeah, thank you. Harsha, like while creating application, like either it may be a framework or implementation application. So it might call multiple OOTP rules. Are we going to cover as part of this training, like
See,
entire
as
training?
part of this training, we'll be creating our own rules. We'll be using OOTB rules. We'll be modifying OOTB rules. Okay, we'll be modifying our rules itself again in the future. Okay, we will be troubleshooting to understand, enhancing the functionalities and change request. All this we'll see in all aspects
I,
of
I
debugging, everything.
what are the rules? Background it is calling like that. Is it?
Yes, yes, I will cover. I will cover whatever is
Okay.
needed for your development
Okay.
career.
Yeah, thanks,
I'll
Harsha.
cover using and modification, everything. Okay.
Sure, thanks,
So
Harsha.
I'm going to wind up the meeting, and same meeting link for tomorrow also you can use. And I'm going to close the meeting. Thank you for joining. And installation process you complete. If you have received payment details, proceed accordingly, talking to the team. Thank you so much everyone for joining. We'll continue tomorrow. Thank you.